right, hello everyone. My name is Christine Ramsdell. I am the marketing specialist here at WatchGuard, and thank you for joining our webinar today, Wi-Fi Security, Keep Your Internet to Yourself. I am joined here by Milena Babayev-Gurvits, Product Marketing Manager for Wi-Fi. But before we begin, I want to go over a few housekeeping items. The first is the audio stream through your computer only, so there is no dial-in. Second, all the widgets on your menu are resizable and movable. Third, there is a Q&A box located in your widget menu, and questions will be answered at the end. But at any time, feel free to input your questions into the box. The on-demand recording of this webinar will be available as the same live link. And then lastly, we do offer CPE credit. In this case, this webinar is 30 minutes, so this will be worth half a credit. If you have any questions, please check in with your certification body. And without further ado, I'm going to pass this off to Milena.
Thank you, Christine. I'm super excited to spend the next 30 minutes or so with you all talking about Wi-Fi security and what you can do to keep the internet to yourself. On today's agenda, let me change the slide up really quick. Okay, so on today's agenda, we will talk about Wi-Fi market today, or state of Wi-Fi, and some of the biggest Wi-Fi threat categories impacting you and your business. We will also talk about the Trusted Wireless Environment Framework. And last but not least, we will talk about help that I could really use from all of you to advocate for change in the Wi-Fi industry. So let's jump right in. So there's definitely challenges that face Wi-Fi industry today. It lacks any standard around layer 2 Wi-Fi security. As we know, Wi-Fi is 20 years old, and that's how long Wi-Fi threats have existed. And I will go into more detail about the 6 known Wi-Fi threat categories that leave your business vulnerable in the next few slides. And another thing is that anyone can learn how to hack into Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is extremely easy. It is the weakest link in the security chain, and it doesn't take a lot to hack. Even the most rookie hacker can intercept traffic flowing over Wi-Fi with a couple of YouTube videos and some tools that you can buy online. If we look at kind of like the market today, the information that you see on the slide is probably not new or not a surprise to you. Wi-Fi access has become a way of life, and its usage has grown exponentially. Many of the wireless carriers like AT&T and T-Mobile, Verizon are uploading a lot of their traffic to Wi-Fi. According to Cisco, really interesting stat, 59% of the 4G traffic will be offloaded to Wi-Fi, and 71% of the 5G traffic will be offloaded to Wi-Fi by 2022. And 5G is fairly new as well, like it's just being released out in the market. If we look at hotspots, it's just an expectation that wherever you go, whether it's a conference or a coffee shop, that it offers Wi-Fi. I was just recently at a conference last week, and they did not provide Wi-Fi, and it just left me in some very uncomfortable situation where I had to respond to emails, but I couldn't get my computer to work. So for me, it's kind of like an expectation that no matter where I am, there will be Wi-Fi. I also read a stat from Hotel Chatter where 94% of people cited Wi-Fi as the most important amenity. And it's obviously not surprising to you, right? You expect Wi-Fi to be everywhere you go. And as the growth of hotspots is not stopping anytime soon, Cisco is projecting 400% growth from where we were in 2017 to where we're going to be in 2022. So now I'll get into talking about the list of potential Wi-Fi threats and threats that leave your business vulnerable. There are 6 known Wi-Fi threat categories that you need to know about in order to protect your business. I'll cover each one, and I'll also give real-life examples as it's something that I'm sure you could relate to. So we'll start with a rogue access point. And a rogue AP is a wireless AP that can be installed on a secure network without any explicit authorization from an IT admin. Rogue APs are connected to the authorized network, are usually with an open SSID, and allows attackers to bypass your perimeter security. And this, of course, could be a physical AP or one created in a software on a computer and then bridged to an authorized network. As far as a real-life example, you could be an owner of a retail store that has customers coming in and out all day. Like when it's busy, it's impossible to keep an eye out on everyone every second of the day. So it's easy for someone to jump into the wire closet and plug in the cheapest AP they could get. And now they're able to gain access to your company's private secure network, and they can hijack your POS systems and reveal, credit card numbers of all your customers and so much more. If we talk about the evil twin access point, another Wi-Fi threat, evil twin AP will mimic a legitimate AP, spoofing its SSID and unique MAC address. As far as a real-life example, you could be on your lunch break and, doing some online shopping. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We all do it. But a hacker is using an evil twin AP, and you're now unsuspectedly connected to their copy of your Wi-Fi SSID. So as you're shopping, you don't know that this is happening, and when you go to check out, you enter your credit card information, and the hacker has access to all of your information and is ready to go sell it on the dark web. Neighbor access point, another Wi-Fi threat, and this is when an authorized client connects to a guest or an external neighboring AP, bypassing the company's perimeter security, and is getting around security restrictions that are set by the firewall. And as far as a real-life example, we're going to use a fictional character. Let's say her name is Janice. She's in the marketing department, and she can't get through the morning without listening to her favorite soundtrack. She usually does it on her phone, but her phone is about to die, so she wants to use her company-issued computer to connect to a streaming site. But her company's firewall settings have restrictions in place, and she's unable to access it. But, Janice is smart. She decides to bypass her company's firewall settings and connect to a coffee shop like Starbucks that's downstairs. And they have an unsecured Wi-Fi, and she starts listening away. So when she chooses to connect her device to a guest network, she and all of your employees are easily bypassing security that you worked so hard to build on your network. And unfortunately for you, a hacker is just sipping his first cup of coffee, just waiting for someone like Janice to connect and get to work on accessing your network. With rogue clients, any previously connected device to a rogue AP or malicious AP within the organization is considered rogue. And a client typically becomes, categorized as rogue if it has connected to that rogue AP or evil twin or other malicious AP within the range of a private WLAN network in the past. So, for example, you stop by the same coffee shop on the way to work every single day. And you've connected to their Wi-Fi network in the past, and so your phone automatically connects as soon as you set your foot in the door. Unfortunately, that day, someone has set up an evil twin and has tricked your phone to connect to their SSID, and it infects your phone while you're in range of your private WLAN with ransomware for you to take back to the office. Of course, you don't know that this is happening, and you get your cup of coffee, head back to the office, and as soon as you step your foot in the door, your phone connects to your corporate Wi-Fi, and the ransomware is off and running. And now your phone is considered a rogue client. With the misconfigured access point, in busy networks where new APs are deployed all the time, it's easy for network admins to accidentally make configuration settings or leaving default settings as is. So for a real life example, let's say an AP gets shipped from corporate to your new office, and the receptionist volunteers to set it up. He follows all the instructions and installs the AP that's now broadcasting an open SSID, which is leaving private data like a sieve. You can't blame the receptionist because he's not an IT professional, but you're still left with a misconfigured access point that could be serious risk to your organization. And this can happen anytime an access point isn't set up properly. So even though it does come with default settings, definitely go ahead and change them. And then last but not least is ad hoc network. And that's a peer-to-peer Wi-Fi connection between clients that lets 2 or more devices to communicate with each other directly, circumventing your network security policies and making the traffic completely invisible. For a real life example, a meeting is about to start and your boss, let's say, is waiting for the file that you promised that you would send them, but it takes a long time for you to connect to corporate approved network for file sharing. So you decide to do an ad hoc sharing from your laptop to your boss's laptop using AirDrop, for example. But this creates security and legal implications because somebody could intercept in between that and impact your business. So I know I probably rushed through the 6 Wi-Fi threat categories and examples, but if you look at the resource list on the On24 platform, we have an ebook that we included for you that you can download, and you can dive deeper into these 6 Wi-Fi threat categories with examples and share it with your teams as you see fit. So companies are responsible for enabling trusted wireless environments, and your employees and visitors and guests who use your Wi-Fi, they expect this of you. When you're responsible for enabling trusted wireless environment, it's basically a framework for building a Wi-Fi network that is fast, easy to manage, and most importantly, secure. And companies that offer trusted wireless environment deliver on these 3 core pillars. So the first one is market-leading performance. No company nor organization should ever be forced to compromise security to achieve the necessary performance to support your environment with speed, connections, and client density that it needs. I know that the Wi-Fi market has prioritized performance over security in the past, but we have to change the status quo. Security should never be compromised. You should be able to offer both. Number 2 is scalable management. With easy setup and management, you should be able to control your entire wireless network from a single interface and be able to execute key processes to safeguard your environment and users. And last but not least is verified comprehensive security. You need proof that security solution that you deliver defends your business against Wi-Fi attacks, and can deliver on the following benefits. So it should provide automatic protection from the 6 known Wi-Fi threat categories that we reviewed in the previous slide. It should allow legitimate external access points to operate in the same airspace, and should be able to restrict users from connecting to any unauthorized Wi-Fi access points. And the good news is that verified comprehensive security is finally available. Meyercom, if you're not familiar with who they are a widely recognized company that generates a lot of various industry reports. They do a lot of hands-on competitive testing. They covered recently a kind of never-been-done series of tests to determine how effectively an access point can support real-time applications such as voice and video and data, while at the same time detecting and preventing the most common wireless threats. And then for each Wi-Fi threat, they recorded the time to detect the threat and time to prevent the threat using Wi-Fi equipment from WatchGuard, Aruba, Cisco Meraki, and Ruckus. And the report that Meyercom produced clearly demonstrates that Wi-Fi systems, I guess I should say other Wi-Fi systems, are ineffective at securing your Wi-Fi airspace when you compare it to what WatchGuard can do. WatchGuard's solution is definitely unique in the market. It's the first solution to enable a completely trusted wireless environment. And it defends your airspace and protects your business 24/7. If you're looking at the slides, if you're following me along, I included a URL, watchguard.com/Wi-Fi-security-report. And this is where you can go and download the full report to take a look at various test cases and all the testing, all the times for each APE it took to detect and prevent threats. And we also uploaded the report on the resource list within this On24 platform, so you can also download that at your convenience. And if you missed this, but last October, we had Robert Smithers, who is the CEO of Meyercom, join our Putting the Why in Wi-Fi Security webinar to talk in much greater detail about the test cases, his learnings, and the importance of Wi-Fi security. And highly encourage you to check it out on demand. We have it on our watchguard.com website under resources, and then we also included a link for you here on the On24 platform. So if you do have about an hour to spare, highly encourage you to take a look at that. As we move on, I want to let you know that creating a trusted wireless environment should not be complicated, and it's easy with WatchGuard. And I'll cover just a couple of steps. So our Wi-Fi cloud solution is really 4 products in one. Our verified comprehensive security, it's a patented Wi-Fi security product, and it's nothing that you've ever seen, and there's nothing like that exists on the market today. The platform is easy scalable. It can go from 1 to an unlimited number of access points with no controller infrastructure. So no matter how small or big your business is, you can definitely scale as you grow. We offer business-driven analytics, so you can know who, how, when people are using Wi-Fi. And it's at no extra cost. It requires no third-party requirements. It's built in within our solution. And with our captivating splash pages and campaigns, you can interact with visitors using social media and videos and polls, and there's a lot more opportunity to learn about your Wi-Fi users and retarget them to grow your business. I know some of you, if not all of you, probably already have a Wi-Fi access vendor that you're using. And like we at WatchGuard completely understand how difficult and costly it can be to completely go in and rip out your existing solution, whether it's, Cisco Meraki, Aruba, Ruckus, and replace it with something new. With WatchGuard, what you can do is we have a way to add our security protection on top of any brand of Wi-Fi. So we work together with any vendor, and we can definitely help you put that together. So you can still provide Wi-Fi access from a solution of your choice, but you can provide Wi-Fi security from WatchGuard. And if you want to experience, Wi-Fi Cloud for yourself and see what it looks like and how it works, we have a public demo that's available on our website. You can go to watchguard.com/Wi-Fi demo and take the Wi-Fi Cloud for a test drive. And so I know in the beginning of the presentation, I mentioned that I'm going to need your help with something. So here is where I need your help. We at WatchGuard believe that everyone deserves to connect to Wi-Fi they can trust. And the only way to really establish this is to create security standards for Wi-Fi, because none exist at the layer 2. And to create these security standards, we are advocating for change. We started this petition, the Trusted Wireless Environment Movement petition, and our plan is to partner with organizations like the Wi-Fi Alliance and IEEE and Wi-Fi Now, and there are so many others, by making a change in the Wi-Fi industry. We have to date, and we just started in February, end of February, we've collected around 650 signatures, and we're honestly just getting started. So if you all believe that Wi-Fi industry should set standards around Wi-Fi security, then go to trustedwirelessenvironment.com, sign our petition. We'll definitely use these signatures and partner with organizations and advocate for change. One thing that we really want to do is to make sure that when anyone connects to Wi-Fi, whether it's a coffee shop, airport, hotel, no matter where it is, that they connect to a Wi-Fi that they can trust, and that when they select the Wi-Fi that they want to connect to on their phone, they will see the Trusted Wireless Environment icon and know that this is a Wi-Fi that they can trust. And our next step, I guess, is we are heading to Washington, D.C., May 14th through 16th, and we're going to advocate for this change to implement new security standards at the Wi-Fi Now event. There's going to be a lot of different speakers from Wi-Fi Alliance to Cisco to Microsoft to Ruckus and Aerohive, and WatchGuard, of course, is going to speak there about the threats that are leaving your business vulnerable, what can be done to create trusted wireless environments, and to petition for change. So if you haven't yet, and if you believe in the fact that everyone should connect to a Wi-Fi that they can trust, visit trustedwirelessenvironment.com and sign our petition. And if you want to follow us on social, you can follow the Trust Your Wi-Fi hashtag on LinkedIn or Twitter and stay up to date with how we're doing. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you all for spending the time with me. And I guess I'll pass it back to Christine.
Yes, so we're doing questions now. So if anybody has questions, please feel free to put it into the question box. So I have a question here.
Yeah.
So can this be integrated with Ubiquiti?
Yes. So as I mentioned on one of the previous slides, we do have a security overlay capability, so we can work with any third-party Wi-Fi provider, and Ubiquiti is definitely one of them.
Perfect. Thank you, Milena. And another question here is, how would we download the 6 Wi-Fi threat categories that you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, so there are several places on our website that you can download that. So we have it on watchguard.com. We have several ebooks in the resource library. We also have it on the On24 platform here in the resources. You should have a resources icon, and if you click on that, we included the ebook that includes the 6 known Wi-Fi threat categories, the MyRCom report, webinar link, and you can always visit watchguard.com.
Okay, so I have another question here. So Milena, can you tell me what makes WatchGuard different against other competitors in terms of these 6 known Wi-Fi threat categories?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. So what makes WatchGuard different is the fact that we can automatically detect and prevent security threats for Wi-Fi. We worked with MyRCom, an independent party, to test WatchGuard access point against Aruba, Meraki, Ruckus. And it's really the patented solution that we have around security that stands us apart from everyone else in the market.
All right, everyone. So we do have a few more questions here, but we'll follow up individually for these questions. And if you have any further questions as of right now, please feel free to put them in. But thank you so much, everyone, again, for your time today. And just to refresh, you have the resources available on your menu there. And you can also access this recording via the same live link, or you can go to our webinars page on our watchguard.com site. So thank you everyone for your time, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.